up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. And also hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. For those of you who are already subscribed, thank you for tuning in once again. Today is Tuesday, February 26th, and it is about, I guess it's around 7:45 p.m. I'm not really sure. I don't have a clock here in my room, so I don't really know. But anyway, I just thought I would bring you guys another video vlog. I promised you guys that I would be getting more vlogs to you on a more, more frequent basis. So that is what I'm going to do. You know what? I need to really stop cutting my head off. I seem like I do that a lot in my videos. So I'm going to, I'm getting better. At first it was kind of, kind of awkward. But now I think I'm getting much better with the vlogging. So anyway, today really wasn't a very exciting, outstanding day. But I just wanted to bring a particular blog to you guys today concerning something about me that you may or may not have noticed. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I think I noticed it more because it's happened to me. I know you guys probably noticed something in my mouth area on this side where it seems like it doesn't open very wide, or it's like kind of stuck or frozen in place a little bit. Well, I wanted to explain to you guys why that is. And I know that on Sunday's vlog when I took my glasses off, you guys probably saw a difference in my eyes. One was like bigger than the other one, which I think everybody has that, but I think mine is more pronounced because of what I'm about to tell you. So about 16 years ago, I believe it was 16 years ago, I was stricken with Bell's palsy. So that's the reason why my eye on the left is so much smaller, and the reason why it seems like my mouth really doesn't open as wide. It's something that I'm still dealing with. I feel a little more confident about myself with it, but when I meet new people or something like that, or even when I'm talking to someone that I've known for years, I still have that little bit of an esteem issue, that self-esteem issue with that, because I'm always thinking that somebody's looking at it. So when it first happened to me, it was in March of 2003, I believe. It started out, I'm not going to go into a long story about it, so I'm going to make it as short as possible. It kind of felt like it was a toothache. It felt like it was up in my mouth, and it started that Saturday before. So I kept taking, Advil for it, and I thought maybe the pain would go away. So the following Monday, I had the day off work, and so I had some errands to run, me and my son. And, I still felt that pain. So that night, I was telling my mom, I'm sorry, guys, it feels like something's in my nose. Sorry. But I told my mom, I said, it feels like something, like I have a cavity coming or something. I don't know. But the pain, it wasn't a hard pain, but it was one of those dull aches where you just know it's there and it's annoying. So that's what it felt like. So that Tuesday, I went to work, and I was planning on calling the emergency dentist's office, which was located not too far from where I lived at the time. I was going to make an appointment to go in there after work on Wednesday. So Tuesday, the day started out pretty normal, and, I still had that dull ache in my mouth. So around 11:30, which is when I used to take my lunch, because my hours back then were 6 to 3, which I miss those hours so much. I don't think I'll ever get a position or a career that lets me work 6 to 3. But anyway, my lunch was at 11:30. So I was just eating my lunch as normal. I always ate my lunch at my desk unless it was like payday and I would get a little fancy and go get something to eat or whatever. So at this time I was working downtown, so there, like a lot of restaurants down there anyway. So on this particular day, I was eating lunch at my desk, and, I was just eating as normal. And then this is around the time when I used to bring sodas to lunch. I don't really bring sodas to lunch anymore. I usually drink water or, something like that, or cranberry juice. I've gotten into the habit of drinking cranberry juice for lunch, either that or water. So I had the soda can, and I turned it up to drink it. As normal, when you put a soda can to your lips automatically go, latch onto it. My top lip latched onto it, but my bottom lip didn't. And it was like kind of like, dangling. It wasn't like dangling like noticeably, but it was dangling nonetheless, where I could not grasp the can with my bottom lip. So I was like, okay, what's going on here? And then I noticed at the same time my lip felt numb. It was like, a numb feeling. So I kept putting my finger to my lip, like, okay, trying to get the feeling back. That didn't work. So then at the same time, I was wearing contacts at the time. It felt like I had like a big piece of hair in my eye. So I was like, let me go to the bathroom and see what's going on. So I went to the restroom. I took my contact lens out. I rinsed it with water, which is never a good thing to do because when you put it back in your eye, it burns. So I kept like taking it out and I examined the contact lens and there was nothing on it. So I was like, okay, well, let me put it back in. So I put it back in, still felt the same thing. I was like, okay, what is really going on here? And at the same time, my lip was numb, but then my face was numb at the same time too. So I'm putting my hand in my face and I'm like, okay, why is it feeling like tingly? Like somebody had shot me with Novocaine or something and deadened my face. And then I went back to my desk. I'm like, maybe I'm just overthinking things. Maybe, it's just in my mind. Maybe it'll pass. So about, I say around 2 o'clock, um, I noticed that, my face was like, this side of my face was just like totally numb. I mean, really like numb. And it scared me. And the first thing I thought was, oh my God, I'm having a stroke. Because a lady friend of mine that goes to the same church that I go to, she'd had a stroke like a couple of weeks before. She was like under 50. So I was like, okay, maybe this is what this is. So I got up and walked around. My boss, he was like really, really lenient. So he didn't care. I got up and walked around and I was thinking like, okay, if I really am having a stroke, that left side is going to be affected. I'm not going to be able to walk or whatever. So I walked and I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. So I got back to my desk and I still had that feeling. I was like, okay, something is really wrong. So I called my mom at her job and I was like, Mama, something's wrong with me. I think I might be having a stroke because my face doesn't feel right. My lip is numb. My face is numb on one side. So she was like, tell your manager you need to leave. So I got up and I went to my manager's desk and I told him what happened. He said, you know what, just go ahead. Just go ahead and go. Don't worry about anything else. Just get to the hospital, but make sure you're safe. Make sure you drive carefully. So I'm like, okay. So at the time, like I said, I worked downtown. So there was a hospital downtown that I went to. And on this particular day, figures there would be no parking spaces in the emergency parking lot. So I had to park in the garage. Parked in the garage. I hurried up and, got in there and I told them what was going on. So one of the desk nurses had me walking like up and down the hallway to see if maybe anything was off balance. Everything was fine. So at that time, during the time that I got to the hospital and the time that I was waiting on the actual doctor to come in, my speech was just messed up. It was just like somebody had shot me with Novocaine. I was just like, I was like, it was just so weird. I'm like, oh my God, now I can't even talk. I'm like, I'm really having a stroke. I'm like, what is going on? I wasn't even 30 yet. So that really scared me. So they did a couple of tests and stuff and they found out, they were like, okay, it's not a stroke because if it were a stroke, you wouldn't be able to walk the way you're walking. So I'm like, okay, well then what is it? So, she asked me a couple of questions, asked me if I had ever been hiking, and I was like, what? Hiking? And I was like, no. So she said, well, it could have been like from a tick or something like that because ticks carry Lyme disease, and sometimes Lyme disease affects you like that. So I was like, no, I've never been camping. Most black people I know don't go camping. So then she was asking me, had I had the flu recently? And I said, well, no, I haven't had the flu. So she was asking me all these questions that didn't apply to me. So finally she was like, well, you know what? I think it is. I think it's Bell's palsy because, I can't detect anything else in you that could be wrong besides that because if your face is numb and your speech is slurred and all of that, it's got to be that. So she gave me a prescription. She said she wasn't really sure if it was going to work or not, but, just to take it anyway. So when I got home, I noticed that when I blinked, my left eye blinked on its own. It just went, like when I blinked like this, the left eye was just like slow. It was just like this. And it wouldn't close all the way. So that night, I was told by the doctor that when I went to bed, I would have to literally take my finger and close my eye and put like some lubricant around my eye to make sure that it didn't stick, because with the wind, my eye being a little bit exposed, it could, cause it to like, crust up or whatever. So I did that. And also I wasn't able to drink from cups or anything. So I had to drink from a sippy straw, like straws. I had to use straws to drink. And another weird thing is that they told me I couldn't chew gum. And I thought like, okay, if I chew gum, maybe it'll strengthen my jaw. And they were like, no, no. If you chew gum, it's going to do whatever. And I'm like, I thought it was weird. So they told me, it could last, a month, it could last a year, it could last the rest of my life, the numbness and all that. And I was just like scared. I was like, oh my God, why is this happening to me? I mean, what did I do wrong? But, again, that's the devil's way of thinking, like, oh my goodness, God struck me down with this. He must hate me. It's nothing like that. It's just something that happens for whatever reason. I mean, it could be something I did, some kind of sin I committed. I mean, it happens like that. You think you're getting away with something, and God will put something on you like, okay, this will slow you down. This will show you, you can't get away with stuff that you think you're getting away with. So that could be what happened. But anyway, I got nervous because I was like, I don't want to be like this the rest of my life. But thankfully, it cleared up within like 2 months. My eye got back to normal. My face, I regained the feeling in my face and my lip and all that. But I was still left with the effects of it because, like I said, when I talk sometimes, this side, it seems like it's like frozen a little bit. Like, so I'm like talking this way. And then my eye, this eye is a little bit smaller. Well, noticeably smaller than this eye. So that's one reason why I wear glasses, and because I try to cover it up. But I do wear contacts at times when I go on vacation or something, because I don't want to fool with any glasses except like before I go to bed. So I just wanted to pretty much brief you guys on why that is, and you guys might have noticed it and you guys might not have noticed it, but I just wanted to give an explanation as to that. And I'm doing better with my self-esteem. At first, it was like really, really hard. I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to go to work. I didn't want anybody to see me. But now when I talk to people, they tend to forget that it even happened to me. They're like, well, we don't notice anything. We don't see anything. So I think it's just me, because I know that it happened and I look at myself every day. So it's good to know that people don't notice it. But, for you guys that are watching that might have noticed it, I just thought I would let you guys know why, why that looked that way. So anyway, like I said, that's all I have to say today. And I did promise you guys I would do more than one vlog per week. So I chose to make a vlog today about that. I might do another vlog probably this weekend. My daughter is going to be spending the night on Friday night going into Saturday, because we're planning on going shopping. Oh, and also my daughter has a vlog herself. I'm going to put her the name of her vlog down. It's Kendra C. And I'll let you guys know. I'll type it in so you guys can know where to look. So please go and follow her page, subscribe to her page. She is really, really funny. She's really animated. She's a phenomenal singer. Hopefully maybe one day she'll show off her singing skills. Hopefully. Well, she didn't get that from me because I can't sing a lick, but that's okay. We can't do everything. But just please go and follow her page. And if you like what you see, just click the like button, subscribe to her page, and click the notification bell as you would my page. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a great night. I'm just going to sit here and watch a couple of YouTube videos until I conk out. And I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye.